Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a promise to you today. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I'm not going to overwhelm you with endless strategies or complicated frameworks. Instead, I'm going to ask for just 11 minutes of your time, and in return, I'll give you a simple truth that, if embraced, could make 2025 your best year yet. Now, I know this might sound a little ambitious. After all, we're used to hearing that success is about hard work, long hours, or quick fixes. But I'm here to tell you that real success is different. It's about something much simpler, much more fundamental. If you'll stick with me for just 11 minutes, I believe you'll understand why. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Let me tell you something. Every day, every single day, you wake up and you face a mountain of choices. Some are small, some are big, but they all matter. From what you're going to eat for breakfast to whether or not you're going to hit that snooze button for the 4th time. The way you start your day is often the way the rest of your day will unfold. But here's the thing. There's one choice you make every morning that has more power over the course of your day, your year, and your life than any other choice. And that's the choice to own your day. Listen, I get it. Life moves fast. We're all busy. We've got a million things pulling at us, demanding our attention. Sometimes it feels like we're not even in control anymore. And let me tell you, I've been there. You wake up late, rush out the door, barely think about what's happening, just trying to survive the day. But that's the thing. You don't have to just survive. You can thrive, but only if you make a conscious decision to take control of your day. Let me break it down for you. You don't get to control everything that happens to you. You don't get to control what happens at work, or how people treat you, or whether your car decides to break down at the most inconvenient moment. Life is full of things that are out of our control. But what you can control, what you must control, is how you choose to show up. When that alarm goes off in the morning, you have two choices. You can choose to be a victim of circumstance, to drag yourself out of bed, feeling like the world is already against you. Or you can choose to rise up. You can choose to show up with intention. You can choose to take ownership of your time, your mindset, and your actions. I want you to think about something for a minute. Think about a time when you woke up and you just felt good. Maybe it was a time when you had clarity. Maybe you woke up early, had a hot cup of coffee, and knew exactly what your day was going to look like. Maybe you had a plan, or maybe you had the mental space to just be. Think about how that day felt. You probably felt like you had control, like you were ready to take on whatever came your way. Now think about the days when you woke up feeling like you were already behind. Maybe you were tired, maybe you were stressed, maybe you had no idea what was coming at you. When you're operating from a place of reaction, when you're letting life dictate how you feel and what you do, you're living on autopilot. And let me tell you, autopilot doesn't lead to success. Autopilot doesn't lead to growth. When you choose to own your morning, when you choose to start your day with intention, you're setting yourself up to win. It's that simple. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a good friend of mine was stuck. She felt trapped in her job, like she wasn't making any progress. She was constantly overwhelmed. Every day felt the same, just one long, exhausting grind. She was burnt out and frustrated. But then one day she made a choice. She made a choice that would change everything. She woke up 30 minutes earlier. That's it. 30 minutes. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so she woke up early, what's the big deal? But here's what she did with that 30 minutes. She didn't scroll through social media or check her emails. She didn't start worrying about the things she had to do. No, she spent that 30 minutes focusing on herself. She meditated for 5 minutes. She wrote down one thing she wanted to accomplish that day, just one thing. And let me tell you, that small choice to take charge of her morning shifted everything. Because she wasn't rushing out the door, overwhelmed by everything that had to get done. She wasn't reacting to whatever was happening around her. She was present. She started the day with focus. She took control. And guess what happened? Over the next few months, she started seeing opportunities she'd never noticed before. She began rebuilding her career, one intentional step at a time. And more importantly, she felt like she was in control of her life again. Now, I'm not telling you to wake up 30 minutes earlier just for the sake of it. What I'm saying is that the way you choose to show up every morning, the way you take ownership of your day, makes a world of difference. You've got to start the day the way you want to live it. Let me ask you this. How often do you wake up and just go through the motions? You wake up, brush your teeth, get dressed, maybe eat breakfast, and then rush out the door without thinking about the day ahead. You just react to whatever happens. And at the end of the day, you wonder where the time went. You wonder why you didn't accomplish what you set out to do. I'm telling you right now, that needs to change. Your morning doesn't just shape your day, it shapes your life. And it doesn't take much to make a difference. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine, but if you start small with just a little bit of focus and intention, you'll see how much you can accomplish. That's the key takeaway here, folks. Your day, your year, and your life are shaped by the small, intentional choices you make every morning. And let me tell you, those small choices add up. When you choose to wake up with purpose, when you choose to take control of your mindset, when you choose to own your day, you're laying the foundation for everything that follows. It's not about waiting for the world to hand you success. It's not about hoping that things will get better on their own. It's about showing up and taking ownership. It's about making the choice every day to be the person who owns their life instead of the one who just reacts to it. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What if I make the choice and it doesn't work? What if I try and I fail? And you know what I'm going to say? You try again. You keep going, because the choice to own your day doesn't come with a guarantee of success every single time, but it does come with the guarantee of growth. And if you keep making that choice day after day, you'll see the results. So as you look ahead to 2025, ask yourself, how are you showing up? Are you going to let the day control you, or are you going to take control of the day? The choice is yours. You have the power to shape your future, one morning at a time. Choose wisely. Let me ask you a question. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Now, I'm not talking about the alarm clock or the cup of coffee you need to wake up. I'm talking about what drives you, what gives you the fire to get up, to show up, and to give your best every single day. Because here's the thing, if you don't have a sense of purpose, if you don't have a reason for why you're doing what you're doing, then you're just going through the motions. And that's not a way to live. You can't reach your potential, you can't give your best if you don't know why you're doing it in the first place. In this world, we're bombarded by distractions. You wake up, you check your phone, you scroll through the feed, you see the chaos in the world, people pulling you in 1,000 different directions, telling you what you should do, who you should be, what you should want. The noise is relentless. And the more you listen to that noise, the more you lose sight of what really matters. You get caught up in chasing things that are not aligned with your core, things that don't truly feed your soul. You get stuck on a path that leads you nowhere meaningful. But here's the truth. Without purpose, there is no direction. You are a ship without a rudder. You're just drifting, tossed around by the waves. And no matter how much you hustle, no matter how many hours you work, you'll never reach your true destination if you don't know where you're headed. You see, purpose is the compass. It's the thing that keeps you grounded when the storm hits. It's the thing that gives your life meaning, clarity, and focus. And I know purpose doesn't always come in some grand, dramatic form. It's not always about changing the world or achieving something monumental. That's the myth we're sold. Purpose doesn't have to be a world-changing act. Sometimes it's the simple knowing of why you do what you do. A lot of people think they need to find this one big thing that defines them, something massive, something that will make them famous or put them on the map. And maybe that's true for some people, but for most of us, purpose isn't about the size of the impact. It's about the meaning behind the impact. It's about finding the thread that connects your actions to something greater than yourself. I want you to think about this. Every day, you get a chance to decide what you stand for, what you believe in, and what your work means to you. It's in the small decisions, the way you show up to your job, the way you treat people, the way you face adversity, that your purpose reveals itself. I want to tell you a story about a man named John. John worked as a janitor in a hospital. Now you might be thinking, what does a janitor have to do with purpose? But let me tell you, John didn't see himself as just a janitor. To the outside world, sure, it was a simple, maybe even humble job, but John approached his work with a deep sense of purpose. He knew that by keeping the hospital clean, by maintaining a safe, sanitary environment, he was contributing to something bigger than himself. He wasn't just sweeping floors or mopping hallways. He wasn't just emptying trash cans. He was creating a safe space for people who were suffering. He was making it possible for doctors and nurses to do their jobs without worrying about the environment they were working in. He was playing a crucial role in the healing process. And because he understood the meaning behind his work, because he felt that his actions mattered, he did it with pride. He did it with excellence. In fact, John's purpose transformed his entire career. His sense of meaning and dedication didn't go unnoticed. Over time, he was promoted. He became the head of hospital operations. It wasn't because he was the most qualified or the most experienced. It was because he brought something to the table that not everyone had. He brought purpose to his work. He understood the bigger picture, and that fueled him every single day. That's the power of purpose. It turns a job into a mission. It turns daily tasks into acts of significance. Think about that for a minute. What if you approached your work with that same sense of purpose? What if you knew deep down why you were doing what you were doing? What if you saw the impact you could have, not just on your career, but on the world around you? The way you show up, the way you give of yourself, the way you approach every challenge. You can't underestimate how much it matters. When you're aligned with purpose, your actions become a part of something greater. You don't just show up to clock in and clock out. You show up to make a difference. So I ask you again, what's your purpose? Do you have one? Do you know why you do what you do? Because if you don't, if you're still searching for it, I need you to stop for a second and think. Think about the things that matter to you. What makes you feel alive? What gives you that fire in your belly when you wake up in the morning? Your purpose might not come in a flashy grand package, but I promise you it's there. And when you connect with it, when you let it guide your decisions, everything starts to shift. Purpose doesn't just impact how you feel, it drives everything. It drives your performance, your actions, your interaction. In 2017, the Harvard Business Review published a study that showed when employees understood the deeper meaning behind their work, they were 5 times more likely to be engaged, 3 times more likely to stay with their company, and twice as likely to perform well. Think about that. Purpose doesn't just make you feel good, it makes you better. It makes you more committed. It makes you better at what you do. And the beauty of purpose is that it's not limited to certain jobs or certain people. You don't need a title or a position to have purpose. You don't need to be the CEO of a company or the leader of an organization. All you need is the understanding that what you do matters. Every single day and every single interaction, you have the power to live with purpose. And when you do that, when you show up with intention, everything changes. So as you look ahead to 2025, I need you to ask yourself, what is my purpose? What drives me? What will keep me going even when the challenges come? Because if you find your purpose, if you define it clearly, it will guide you through the toughest days. It will give you the clarity you need to navigate through the distractions, the noise, and the chaos. Purpose is not just something that keeps you going. It's the thing that pushes you forward. 2025 can be your best year, but you've got to start with purpose. It's the key to everything. It's the reason you're going to push past the challenges. It's the reason you're going to keep fighting when things get tough. And when you make that choice, when you connect your daily actions to a sense of purpose, you'll find that the world opens up in ways you never imagined. So ask yourself, what's your purpose? And let that fuel you every single day. Listen to me now, because I need you to hear this. 2025 is coming, and it's going to test you. There are going to be moments when you feel like everything is falling apart, when life hits you harder than you thought possible, when you can't seem to catch a break. There are going to be setbacks, disappointments, and obstacles that seem insurmountable. Now, that's not some pessimistic prediction. That's the truth. Life is unpredictable. It's messy. It's full of ups and downs. And the road to success, it's rarely smooth. But here's the thing that most people don't understand. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's not about running away from the struggles and the pain. No, resilience is about how you respond when you get knocked down. It's about what you do after life hits you with the unexpected, after the dreams you're chasing feel far out of reach, after the doors you've worked so hard to open slam shut in your face. The question is, what do you do when that happens? Do you stay down or do you get back up? Think about Michael Jordan for a second. We all know his name, right? One of the greatest basketball players to ever live. But what you might not know is that Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. That's right, the man who would go on to become a global icon, who would win 6 NBA championships and change the game of basketball forever, was told, "You're not good enough." Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being told that you're not good enough? Most people would have walked away. Most people would have quit right then and there, but not Michael Jordan. He didn't give up. He didn't quit. He got up, he worked harder, he pushed himself beyond what most people thought was possible. And even after he became a star in the NBA, he faced failure, he faced rejection, he missed game-winning shots, he lost games, he failed over and over again. But every single time he faced failure, he came back stronger. He didn't let the failure define him, he let it fuel him. And that's what resilience is all about. It's not about being unshaken. It's not about pretending like you're never going to get knocked down. No, resilience is about being able to shake it off. It's about taking the punch, feeling the pain, and still choosing to get up and keep moving forward. Let me tell you something. Life is going to hit you. There are no guarantees. No one gets through life without facing some kind of hardship. There are going to be moments when you feel like you've hit a wall. There are going to be moments when you fail in ways you never imagined. But the true measure of your strength, your character, and your success lies in how you respond. You see, setbacks are a part of life. The people who succeed in this world aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who learn how to get back up after every failure. They're the ones who understand that failure is not the end. It's just a part of the journey. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity to grow. And the most successful people in the world aren't the ones who are afraid of failure. They're the ones who embrace it, who look at it in the face and say, you won't break me. I remember a time when I faced a major setback in my own life. I had worked so hard for something, invested so much time and energy, and I thought I had it all figured out. And then just like that, it all came crashing down. I felt like I had lost everything. I didn't know how I was going to keep moving forward. But in that moment, I realized something crucial. I realized that it wasn't the setback that would define me. It was how I chose to respond to it. I had two options. I could stay down, wallow in the disappointment, let the setback control me, or I could get back up, take a breath, and fight my way through it. And I'm telling you, I chose to fight. I chose to get back up. And that decision right there, in that moment, changed everything. You have to understand that failure is not the end. It might feel like the end in the moment, but it's not. It's just the beginning of your growth. It's the moment where you get to decide who you're going to be. It's where your resilience is forged. It's where you either choose to stay down or find the strength to rise up. And you have to make the choice to rise. I know it's not easy. I know the pain is real. When you fall down, when the world feels like it's crashing in on you, it's hard to keep going. But that's where your true strength lies. Your strength lies not in your ability to avoid pain, but in your ability to face it and keep pushing forward. Because when you push through, when you don't let the setbacks break you, that's when you begin to grow. That's when you begin to see the doors open. That's when you start to realize that you are capable of so much more than you ever imagined. I don't care how many times you fall. I don't care how many times you fail. The only way to truly fail is to quit. The only true failure in this life is giving up on yourself, giving up on your dreams, giving up on the fight. If you keep getting up, if you keep learning from every failure, if you keep pushing forward, you will win. I promise you, the setbacks are just the setup for your comeback. As we step into 2025, I need you to remember this. Life is not going to be easy. You will face obstacles. You will face disappointments. But I want you to look at those challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to build your resilience. The stronger you become, the more capable you will be of overcoming anything that comes your way. Your resilience is what's going to carry you through. Your ability to bounce back, to keep moving, to keep fighting, no matter how hard it gets. That's what will make 2025 your best year. So when life knocks you down, don't stay down. Get up. Keep going. Because the only way you truly fail is if you quit. And as long as you don't quit, you can never lose. Keep pushing, keep fighting, and watch how 2025 becomes the year where you rise stronger than ever before. I need you to listen closely to what I'm about to say, because this is one of the most important things you will hear today. We are not meant to go through life alone. I don't care how strong you think you are, how independent you feel. None of us can make it to the top on our own. We are social creatures, and we thrive in the presence of others who lift us up, challenge us, and support us. Connection is everything. Now, I know what you're thinking. We live in a world where we're constantly on the move, running from one thing to the next, always busy, always hustling. And even when we're surrounded by people, it can feel like we're disconnected. We're scrolling through social media, sitting in meetings, but we're not really connecting. We're talking to people, but are we really hearing them? Are we really seeing them? Or are we just going through the motions? But here's the thing, the most successful people in this world didn't get there alone. They had mentors, they had collaborators, they had teams, and they had communities of people who helped them get where they are. They didn't do it by themselves, and neither will you. You think of someone like Oprah Winfrey, one of the most powerful individuals in the world today, and she didn't make it by herself. While she is undoubtedly an incredible force, she is also the product of a vast network of people who supported her, guided her, and believed in her when it was hard for her to believe in herself. And I'm not just talking about the people who are at the top of their fields either. I'm talking about all of us. We all need others to help us navigate this journey called life. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're a student, maybe just someone trying to figure it all out. It doesn't matter who you are. The truth is, no matter how hard you try, no matter how determined you are, you cannot do this alone. The power of connection is not optional, it's essential. Take a moment to think about the people in your life. Who are the people who have been there for you when you needed them the most? Who are the people that you can count on to challenge you when you're falling short? Who are the ones that, when you're ready to give up, push you to keep going? Those people are golden. Those are the ones who will help you unlock your potential. And the truth is, you probably don't need hundreds of people in your circle to get where you need to go. One or two strong, meaningful relationships can make all the difference. You know, I've heard it said before that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, that's a powerful statement. Think about that for a minute. Look at the people you surround yourself with. Are they the kind of people who are pushing you to be better? Are they challenging you to grow, to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone? Or are they holding you back, keeping you stuck in a place of mediocrity? If you want to elevate your life, if you want 2025 to be the best year of your life, I need you to ask yourself this simple question. Who are you connecting with? Who are the people that are making you better? Who are the ones that make you feel seen, heard, and understood? And more importantly, who are the people you're helping? Because this isn't just about you. Connection is a two-way street. It's about who you allow into your life, but it's also about who you're allowing yourself to become for others. We all need someone who will stand by us, but we also need to be that person for someone else. That's how the cycle of connection works. It's about building a community of support, of love, and of challenge. When you lift others up, they will lift you up in return. That's how it works. Let me tell you something about the power of connection. When you're connected to the right people, you don't feel like you're fighting battles alone. You don't feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have someone there to help you share that load. And when the storms of life come, and they will come, those connections are what will help you weather the storm. They are your lifeline. But you've got to be intentional about it. You can't just sit back and wait for connections to magically appear. You have to build them. You have to show up, put in the work, and invest in relationships that matter. And sometimes it's going to require you to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's going to require you to make the first move, to reach out, to make the call, to offer your help. I know it's not easy. I know it's easy to feel isolated in this world. We all have our struggles, our doubts, our moments where we feel like we're not enough. But the power of connection is what helps you break through those barriers. It's the thing that keeps you grounded when everything else feels like it's falling apart. It's the thing that pushes you to become the best version of yourself. So I want you to think about the people you're connecting with right now. Are they the people who are helping you rise? Are they the ones who challenge you to think bigger, to dream bolder, to work harder? If not, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to find the people who are going to help you elevate your game, the people who are going to push you to be more than you thought you could be. And you know, it doesn't have to be a big group, like I said earlier. It could be 1 or 2 people. But those people, those connections, will make all the difference in your life. They will help you achieve things you never thought possible. They will hold you accountable when you want to quit. And they will celebrate with you when you reach those milestones you've been working so hard for. 2025 is going to be your year. But it won't be your year if you try to do it all on your own. You need to build connections. You need to surround yourself with the right people. You need to be intentional about the relationships you nurture. And when you do that, when you connect with the right people, you will rise to heights you never imagined. So go out there and make those connections count. Your future depends on it. Here's the truth, and I need you to hear it. 2025 is not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. It's not going to show up at your door with a bow on it, waiting for you to open it up and walk into the best year of your life. No, that's not how this works. If you want 2025 to be your best year, you have to make the decision to claim it. You have to choose to take control of it. The first choice you need to make is to own your day. Every single morning you wake up, you have the power to set the tone for your life. You can either choose to let the world dictate how your day goes, or you can choose to show up with intention. That's a choice you get to make. And let me tell you, if you start each day with purpose and focus, it's going to set everything else in motion. But it's not just about owning your day, it's about embracing your purpose. Do you know why you're here? Do you know what drives you? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Because let me tell you, if you don't know your purpose, you will wander through life reacting to everything around you, and you'll miss the opportunities that are right in front of you. Find your purpose, hold on to it, let it fuel everything you do. When you have a clear purpose, everything becomes easier. It's like you have a compass that guides you through the toughest storms. Now, don't think it's all going to be easy. It won't be. There will be times when things don't go your way, when life punches you in the gut and knocks you off your feet. That's where resilience comes in. You can't avoid failure. You can't avoid challenges, but you can decide how you respond to them. Every time you fall, you get back up. Every time you get knocked down, you rise stronger. You learn from the failures, you grow from the mistakes, and you keep moving forward. That's what resilience is all about. It's not about being perfect. It's about being able to get up every single time you fall. And I promise you, if you build that resilience, there's no obstacle you can't overcome. But here's the thing. You can't do this alone. You need the right people around you. You need people who will lift you up, who will support you when things get tough, who will challenge you to be better. You need people who will remind you of your worth when you forget. Because we all have those moments, don't we? We all have those times when the world feels heavy and we wonder if we can keep going. But when you surround yourself with the right people, they'll carry you through. They'll remind you of who you are and what you're capable of. I want you to think about the people you're surrounding yourself with right now. Are they helping you become the person you want to be? Are they pushing you toward your goals, or are they holding you back? Because the people you spend your time with will shape who you become. If you want to step into your full potential in 2025, you've got to make sure that the people around you are lifting you up, not pulling you down. You see, success doesn't happen by accident. It takes hard work, intentional choices, and commitment. And I'm not just talking about the big goals. I'm talking about the small, everyday decisions. The decision to show up for yourself, to own your day, to embrace your purpose, to rise after every fall, and to surround yourself with the right people. This isn't something that's going to magically happen. You have to choose it. Every single day you have to choose to make those decisions. And if you do, if you make the commitment to take control of your life, to embrace your purpose, to build resilience, and to surround yourself with the right people, then 2025 will be the best year of your life. I promise you that. But it's going to take effort. It's going to take focus. It's going to take grit. You've got to dig deep, push through the hard times, and keep your eyes on the prize. But if you make those choices, I believe in you. I believe you can make 2025 your best year yet. So ask yourself, are you ready to take control? Are you ready to step into the life you've always dreamed of? Are you ready to show up every day with purpose, to embrace the challenges that come your way, to get back up when you fall, and to surround yourself with the people who will help you rise? I'm telling you right now, 2025 is yours for the taking. But it's not going to happen by accident. It's going to happen because you made the decision to step up, to take control, and to make those intentional choices every single day. So get ready. The best version of yourself is waiting for you in 2025. Let's make it happen.